Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. This time we have the review of the main antagonist from the first Cars movie, which is Hicks, as we all know. Now notice I'm actually recording this on my actual bed instead of like the top part, which is where I usually record my videos. And that is because I took out all of my next gens and just put them where I usually record all my other videos. So this time I'm just recording it on the main part of my bed, so let's get to it. So he is all green, as you guys can see, except for like these parts where like you have all the contingency sponsors, which I always thought was kind of weird because I mean, as much as cool as he looks and as much as contingency sponsors were back then, and like the older NASCAR stockers used to have a lot of contingency sponsors. They usually just have it like in the front. Some of them you have on like towards the back, or like in the like around the front tires, but never really like completely covered in contingency decals, like all literally all over the car. So I always find it kind of weird. But anyways, other than that, you have the 86 on both sides. Oh, there you can see the 86 on both sides. Then it's not 98 but 86 on the top. And then you have HDB, which it always gives me anxiety seeing the first letter in anything, pretty much. Like not capitalized. Like I don't get why they didn't capitalize the whole thing. Like HT in lowercase and then B in uppercase. Like why the heck would you do that? Same here on the hood. Oh, and they also did it for like the actual text. You have hostile, takeover, and then bank capitalized. So that's pretty strange. I don't know why they would do that. And yeah, I mean, he's pretty old. I've had this guy since like January of 2016, so he's been through a lot. I've used him a lot of times for many things, so that's why he looks all, especially like from the front, he looks just old, like just worn down. I mean, worn out and like scratched. So that's not very. It's not the best looking thing in the world. Like you can see the light here on the tires is, well, like I said, worn out. Which I mean, it's realistic, but just not very formal in my opinion. Anyways, on the front you have the grill, you have the bumper, which is like you have the mouth right in between both the grill and the bumper, and then you have HTB, the 86 on the headlights. I really like this guy. Well, his design actually, because I mean, this just has this nice old school NASCAR type of vibe to him. He's based on I think it's a NASCAR Buick from like the 80s. So that's pretty nice. And then you have the yellow rims, which is like common back in the day. Well, not common, but like, you know, some cars actually just to have like whatever color and like the inside of the tires and like the rims, like in right now, and they some of them actually still do, at least for the like the Gen 6 era. Like the Penske cars have like the rims colored in for like whatever secondary color of the paint scheme is. So they're still around. On the bottom you have all this detail and stuff. You have 1995 EAA. I'm not sure what that is. It's definitely not the year because I mean of course this guy wasn't made in the 90s because the movie hadn't even existed by then. That's back in like when Toy Story 1 came out, so of course Cars 1 wasn't even planned that I know of, so that this just cannot be the date stamp, and if it is, 1995 just cannot represent the actual year, unless Mattel is just trying to pull up an Easter egg on us. Then you have Disney Pixar Made in China Mattel, and 1186 MJ1NL, H6412, then HTB Hostile Takeover Bank on the back, and then on the top, and then on the actual rear end of the car, then again on the back tires. And do not even think that I'm going to go over every single one of the contingency decals on him. Don't even think about it, because I mean, it's just not necessary. A lot of them are repeated, and I think he actually has at least twice every single Piston Cup sponsor to ever exist. And some extra ones like Barroom, which is supposed to be like an older version of Rev and Go. Then that pink cursive lettering, which is supposed to like sludgy. I'm not sure what that is, but it's some background sponsor that didn't even appear in the movie and doesn't even sponsor a car. So that's kind of weird. And then on the movie, on some parts, you can actually see that on the spoiler you have some decals as well, but of course in the diecast that would be way too small, so that would be way too hard to make. I am gonna go over the ones on the bumper, on the back bumper, which are Spearmint, CH, I'm not sure what that means. Oh, probably means Chick Hicks. Tanko, Shifty Drug, RPM, Clutch Shade. I'm not sure what this little yellow circle is, or what that rectangle is, with like red letters on the inside. You have Octane, Mood Springs, Shiny Wax, No Stall, Easy Idle. Then on the top you have probably Shiny Wax and Toe Cap. You have the 86, Hostile Takeover Bang, the yellow balloons. I'm not sure why they would have balloons, but they do. Vitaline, Toe Cap, and Revolting. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. I think it's way too long by now, so I'm sorry about that. And I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.